Hello everyone, welcome. So we are doing with class 9 CBSC. We have done with the plant tissues and today we will be doing the animal tissues. So like as we have different kinds of tissues in plants, we do have some specialized functions that is done in animals, and thus there are different kinds of tissues as well. Okay, so we have got those which contract and relax. So we have muscle cells forming the muscular tissue. Okay, so during breathing, we are inhaling oxygen. Okay, it is absorbed by the lungs and all those things. So it is going ahead. The functions of mitochondria is there, which is giving energy. Then all the specialized functions are there. That is why we have got different kinds of tissues which is there. So majorly we have got few types of tissues, like epithelial tissue is there. Okay, we have got epithelial tissue, then we have got connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. There are different types of tissue that is there. So these are the tissues that we will be studying separately. So in this video we will be studying epithelial tissue. Okay. The epithelial tissue. So the covering or protective tissue in animal body, they are the epithelial tissue. So epithelium covers most of the organs and cavities within the body. Now it forms a barrier to keep different bodies systems separate. Like we have the skin, then the lining in the mouth, the lining in the blood vessels, lung, alveoli. So everywhere there is an epithelial tissue which is going to form the outer covering. Okay, so epithelial tissues are basically tightly packed and they form a continuous sheet. Okay, so these epithelial tissues, they have a very small amount of cementing material between them and almost no intercellular spaces are there. Now, obviously, one thing is there. So, anything entering into the body, it should cross one layer of epithelium tissue for sure. So, now as a result, what will happen? The permeability of the cells of various epithelium will play a very important role in the exchange of materials between the body and the external environment. So, regardless of the type, all epithelium is usually separated from the underlying tissue by extracellular fibrous basement membrane. Now, we have got different types of epithelial tissue. In the cell lining, blood vessels, or lung alveoli, where the transportation of substances occur through a selectively membrane. So there we have epithelium which is kind of simple flat kind of epithelium. Okay, so those kind of epithelium we will call it as simple squamous epithelium. Squam means scale. Okay, so that is simple squamous epithelium. Simple squamous epithelium. Okay, so in the simple squamous epithelium, the layer, they are the thin, you see that there is a very thin layer that is there, and it is flat and it form a delicate lining. So the esophagus and the linings of mouth, they are covered with the squamous epithelium. Okay. Next, we have the skin which protects the body is also squamous epithelium. Skin epithelial cells are arranged in many layers to prevent wear and tear. Since now they are arranged in different layers, they are known as striated squamous epithelium. Striated squamous epithelium, because they are in different layer, just like our skin. Here we have Okay, next, where absorption and secretion occurs in the inner lining of the intestine, tall epithelium are present. So in the inner lining of stomach, intestine and all, there are we have this tubular structures. So the columnar epithelium facilitates movement across the epithelial barrier. So there is a columnar epithelium. So this you can find in the small intestine. Okay, fine. The small intestine, then after that, wherever we have this matter of absorption and secretion. Okay, in the respiratory tract, columnar epithelial tissue also has cilia, which has hair-like projections on the outer surface of the epithelial cells. Now, these cilia can move, and their movement pushes the mucus forward to clear it. This type of epithelium is called ciliated columnar epithelium. So, because it has got cilia, it will be known as ciliated columnar epithelium. Next, we are coming to the cuboidal epithelium. Cuboidal epithelium, how it is? It forms a lining in the kidney tubes. So it can be found in the kidney tubes, tubules, and ducts of salivary glands, where it provides mechanical support. Okay. Epithelial cells often acquire additional specialization as glands, which can secrete substances at epithelial surface. Sometimes a portion of epithelial tissue folds inwards and the multicellular glands is formed. So that is known as glandular epithelium. So we found different kinds of epithelium. We found squamous epithelium. Okay. We found simple squamous epithelium. We found striated squamous epithelium. Then we got into the cuboidal epithelium. We got columnar epithelium. There is glandular epithelium. Then one with cilia, we have ciliated columnar epithelium. So there are different kinds of epithelial tissues that we have. Okay. So thank you all about this in this class. Thank you.